Shouldn't you be in school? I'm 26. I work at a restaurant. My shift is from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. One morning I was cleaning the tables and taking out the rubbish when this rude middle-aged woman came up to me. Excuse me, you're far too young to be working here, why aren't you in school? In her fairness, I do look younger than me age, I am blessed with a baby face. Before I could explain that I was in fact 26 years old and I left high school the better half of a decade ago. She wouldn't let me get a word in. She just kept on going and going, saying, "You're throwing my life away by being a high school dropout and you will end up stupid living on the street." My manager noticed and came over. He said, "Excuse me, but what is going on?" The lady replied, "Why are you hiring kids who are 13 or 14 years old? I'll call the cops because what you are doing is against the law." My manager was like, "Ma'am, she's in her mid-20s and has been working here for 5 years. If you're just in here to harass my employees, then I suggest you leave or I'll call the cops." I thought that would be the end of it, but no. You know what Karens are like, they never admit they are wrong and can't just let things go. This woman's response was, "It's obvious you'd say that because you want to cover up your own ass." That's when I lost my cool. I got up and went into the staff room area we had out the back. I got my driver's license and my ID that had my date of birth. I went back out into the dining area and put my driver's license right up in her face and said, "Don't you dare assume how old I am. You're right, people should go to high school and everyone needs an education, but I already graduated high school 8 years ago." She was shocked and she just left. My manager thought it was funny, so I didn't get in trouble. When I was visibly pregnant with my daughter, I had a woman at a grocery store try to lecture me on teen pregnancy and thought I should consider adoption, continue with my schooling, etc. I was 25. The nerve some people have to approach a stranger and give their opinion on their unborn child. Disgusting. My 1.5-year toddler was running around the store with his mother and father in tow. Was stopped by a Karen stating that he was too young to walk on his own. Her grandkids. Blah blah blah. We just walked away. Spending time and energy on this is not something we do. My poor best friend is 28. She has a teen foster daughter and was outside the dean's office waiting to pick her up from school when the dean came out and ordered her back to class. She was livid. She was mad though because how he said it. She said he talked to her as if she was some hooligan trying to fuck off. She put him in his place when she said, "Excuse me, I'm here to pick up my daughter." My younger daughter, YD, was in high school when someone called in a bomb threat. So they evacuated all the kids to the football field. YD has a mild allergy to grass, and her eyes were becoming so irritated that she couldn't wear her contacts. The school called me to bring her eyeglasses. My older daughter, OD, 21 and 8.5 months pregnant, decided to tag along and maybe say hi to a favorite teacher or two. She didn't bother to take any ID because she wasn't driving. We found YD, gave her the glasses, and after a couple of minutes tried to leave. Random teacher, to OD, "And just where do you think you're going, young lady? Whose class are you in?" OD, "I don't go to school anymore. I graduated 3 years ago. And I think I'm leaving now that our errand is done." Random teacher, "Quit lying and go back to your class." Me, "She's telling the truth. I'm her mother and we were just." Teacher, "Then you'll have to sign her out at the office." Me, "I can't sign her out because she doesn't go here." This went on for several exchanges. Finally OD spotted her favorite teacher. "Mr. French, tell this teacher that I've already graduated." He confirmed it and we were finally allowed to go. When I was walking home from classes my sophomore year of college, a middle-aged neighbor lady who I hadn't formally met yet stopped me on the street and after some conversation about the weather or something dumb like that, asked me why I was coming home so early and if my parents knew. When I was like, "I always get out at this time, and why do my parents need to know when I am coming home?" She said she knew class at whatever middle school didn't get out until 3. She thought I was like 11. When I was 26, with a 2-year-old, I was walking to the doctor's one day when I stopped to look at a nice garden. I'm a horticulturist, I like gardens. The old lady who lived there came over for a chat. I asked her for some cuttings. She showed me around her garden. I gave her a few tips. She shared old garden wisdom. Lovely. Then my little girl says "Mummy" to me and the lady was shocked. She said, "Is that your child?" I thought you were the big sister, I thought you were about 12 WTF? How many 12-year-olds give horticultural tips and rattle off plant names? I relayed the story to my doctor, who said there's a lot of old people with dementia in this town. LOL.